How many of you have a sense that there is something greater than this mind and body? Okay, because otherwise you won't be here, by the way. Just saying. And the reason also I said it's not an accident that you're here is because in my meditations I connect and I say, bring who needs to be here. Just send out a call. And who needs to hear this? And who needs to do this work? And guide me so that I can share what needs to be shared. And help them show up, if they can't show up for the whole weekend, for the parts that they need to show up, so that they will get what they need to get from this weekend. And I just trust. You take care of it. Who am I to question that? And every time my mind goes, oh, it's just like, no. You take care of it, universe. And every time I do, it just takes care of it. And when I don't trust, well, it's hard for that energy to take care of it. Because there's this thing called free will. If you learn about energy work, the laws of the universe, there's this thing called free will. We all have free will. As an energetic being having this physical experience in this little vehicle called the body, our energetic self, whatever you want to call it, soul, on the energetic level, we have this thing called free will. And the universe, as infinite as it is in its wisdom and abundance and abilities, its hands are tied because we have free will. That means the universe has to give you what you ask for. It cannot force you to feel anything. It cannot say, no. Suffering is not good. Here, have love instead. The law of the universe is that you have free will. That means you choose. And even the universe in its entirety cannot dictate. If you learn about energy work. And there's many modalities of energy work. So it's very convenient for the ego to turn around and make an excuse and go, oh, the universe did this to me. Well, we want to talk about being responsible. Here's another level of taking responsibility. On an energetic level, if you can take ownership on an energetic level, that on some level, no matter how difficult it has been, that on some level you chose it, guess what? You can change it. On some level, if you can own it, that you chose the reality that you're having right now, it means that you can change it. What is healing? On a physical level, we talked about cells and particles and the space between the particles and the space having a certain frequency of vibration. So if you focus on a certain thought, I'm going to say things really quickly now and it's going to go in somewhere, so trust it. Just go with it, even if you're like, On some level, the thoughts that you choose will make you feel certain things, and the feelings, the emotions you have will be of a certain vibration on a cellular level and on an atomic level, and the frequency of that vibration is going to decide the chemical composition and the reactions that happen in those cells, and a clump of cells, which may be, muscle, connective tissue, bone, well, this body, if you break it down to its most basic fundamental level, it's energy. So really, any cell, even just by thought alone, will allow you to feel certain things, and through your feeling, through your emotion, you can change the vibration of that cell. That means you can change it from one of ill health to its perfect vibration of health, which really is love, because that's what we're made of. So that means you're right, you can heal anything and everything, if you believe it. That's it. And you have free will to choose what you believe. And whether you believe you can heal or you can't heal, you're right. Whether you believe you can create or you can't create, you're right. And it's a tough life when you're living in the illusion of disconnect from the energy, the infinite intelligence, it's tough. Then you have to hustle and grind and all of that stuff. Push and control and shove and fight. Or if you're connected to the energy of all that is, it created everything anyway. So you don't have to hustle and grind. You allow. And what you ask for, it shows up. Call it manifesting. So through thought alone, you can direct, the frequency and the chemical composition of the cell, and the chemical reaction, the biological actions and reactions. And science is starting to prove it now, which is really exciting. Because those of us who are very cerebral and need factual information, well, you got it. So what's your excuse? I met someone who was a scientist the other day. Oh yeah, she was doing our teacher training program. Last weekend we just finished. And she's a scientist, and she was saying, but this stuff doesn't make sense. And I was like, well, how up to date is your science, love? You're a scientist, right? Have you read about quantum physics and epigenetics and all that sort of stuff? And she was like, I was like, yeah, you're the scientist, tell me. And we had a conversation. At some point she went, poof. So there's no excuse. Because the information is more readily available now than ever. What's your excuse? Too busy? Okay. Good luck trying to hustle from this little computer of yours and do this thing called life. Or you can surrender and give it to the infinite intelligence and let it be the CEO of your business. Let it be the board of directors. Let it be the council that runs things for you. Let it be your team. Let it be your PA. Let it be your voice of wisdom. Up to you. By the way, I'm not religious. My mom is. She prays, so I get it. And she's super connected. She was actually here the last awaken. She messaged me today. She said, I wish I could be there with you. I said, yeah. She said, and I really like you wearing a different shirt every day. Thanks, Mom. Dimple got to meet her. Yeah. And she trusts. Her way of connecting is that way, through prayer, and her religion works for her. But I found out that maybe we're doing kind of similar things, reaching the same kind of energy. I didn't realize how powerful her healings were. She calls them prayer. Just sit on a train and she hears a voice that says, talk to the person next to you. And she's like, no, I'm reading my book. Talk to the person next to you. No, I want to read my book. Anyway, what do I say? Say hello. Long story short, she's like, all right, starts saying hello. And next thing you know, that person needed a healing because she was going through cancer. And she says, I don't know what's happening in my life these days, I'm on the train, next thing I know we're getting to a stop and the woman is crying, I'm holding her hand, the whole train is looking at us. I said, well, you're divinely guided, Mom. And we are all divinely guided. It's just a lot of us choose to turn it off. Like a radio station, a frequency, we just turn it off. We disconnect from it. So awaken is about you reconnecting to the you with a capital U, which is the infinite intelligence. Yeah. So what do you have to worry about? And meditation, for me, allows me to plug in and connect with that energy first, to begin with. Then I step in my day with the entire universe has got my back. Bring it on. So, up to you, but I would recommend it. Just saying. It's a tiny little force, which is the entire universe. It's up to you. I hope you enjoyed that. Remember to leave me a comment below or any questions you may have about the topic covered. And if you haven't done so yet, hit subscribe and the bell icon so you'll be the first to know when I upload my next video. Also, if you know someone who may benefit from this video, please hit share and share it with them. Lastly, I commend you for your commitment to growth and personal transformation. Here's to your epic awaken life. See you in my next video.